A dull quiet hung over Zizzle Pop Zoo. It wasn't the kind that followed a long lunch or a lazy nap. It felt heavier. The usual chatter seemed drained. Arthur the aardvark dragged his feet along the path, nose down, barely offering a greeting. Sasha, the seal, floated in slow circles without a splash. Willow the wolf stayed close to his den, avoiding even a small howl. Even Yumi the yak, warm and gentle as always, felt a chill under her thick coat. No one knew what had caused it, but the joy that usually filled the place had thinned into something pale. One animal didn't seem touched by it. Quincy the quokka hopped along as cheerful as ever. His natural smile never faded. He didn't understand why everyone looked so gloomy, but he knew what he always tried to do: offer kindness wherever he could. He bounced over to Sasha's pond first. She stared at the water, barely moving. "Good morning, Sasha. The pond looks perfect for a splash," he said with a bright grin. Sasha didn't respond at first. Then she glanced at Quincy. Something about his hopeful smile lingered with her, and a small curl formed at the edge of her mouth. Quincy moved on to Yumi the wakari, who sat on a high branch muttering in a low, restless way. "Hi, Yumi. That call you're doing sounds impressive," Quincy said, looking up with genuine excitement. Yumi paused mid-murmur. Quincy's face was so open and warm that Yumi couldn't help answering with a lively look. His expression softened, and he tried matching Quincy's grin with his own energetic gestures. Quincy hopped past Willow next. Willow sat alone, tail wrapped around his paws, ears drooping. "It feels like a great day for a group howl," Quincy said. Willow blinked in surprise. It wasn't exactly a howling sort of day, but the idea tugged at him. He lifted his head and tried a small, tentative howl. It wasn't strong, but it felt good in a way he'd missed. He spotted Yumi the yak standing near a fence, looking weighed down by something she couldn't name. "You always have such kind eyes, Yumi," Quincy said simply. Yumi breathed out a long, warm sigh. The compliment hit her heart like a soft blanket. She gave a gentle hum, and her face eased into a slow, comforting smile. Last, Quincy reached Arthur, still snuffling along the dirt path. "I bet you'll find some great ants today," Quincy said. Arthur stopped and looked up. He hadn't realized how long he'd been keeping his gaze on the ground. Seeing Quincy's bright face felt like stepping into sunlight. Arthur's long snout twitched, and a shy smile formed. "Thanks," he whispered. That tiny spark started to spread. Sasha, now smiling a little, barked out a cheerful greeting to Yumi. Yumi chattered down to Willow with new energy. Willow, feeling more like himself, lifted his voice in a steady howl that carried across the zoo and brought his pack trotting over. Yumi wandered the paths, offering her steady warmth to anyone who needed it. Arthur even shared a fresh and find with anyone curious enough to try it. Bit by bit, the gray mood dissolved. Laughter returned first in small pockets, then everywhere. Conversations picked up, the air grew lighter. Animals who had spent the morning in silence now looked around with relief. When they all realized how the shift had started, they went searching for Quincy. They found him sitting in a sunny patch, paws folded, smiling the same way he always did. He hadn't planned anything big. He hadn't tried to fix the whole zoo. He had just shown up with the friendliness that came naturally to him. And somehow, that simple smile had done what nothing else could. It reminded everyone how good it felt to share joy. Quincy didn't think he had done anything special, but the others understood. Sometimes the smallest kindness changes the whole day. Sometimes one bright smile can bring a whole place back to life.